you don't often see, unprecedented in many, many ways. What happened last night in Assam when a vehicle was intercepted by locals in Rathabadi at about 9 p.m. Now, we've been given to understand that polled EVMs that were actually used yesterday on the second round of polling, those EVMs were found in this car, which actually belonged and was linked to a BJP candidate, to a relative of the BJP candidate. The Election Commission has now confirmed this to us and suspended 5 poll officials. They've also ordered repolling of the booth from where this EVM was really coming from. Now, this is a concern, viewers, because the rules are very clear. Once the polling is done, these EVMs need to be put in sealed, contained trucks, which are tracked. Their location is tracked on GPS. There is a software that is used. There's an entire set of officials who are meant to accompany it. And at no point are they supposed to get off these cars or trucks and get into any random car. Now, we're told that this car had actually, the actual official car broke down. And so without waiting for an alternate arrangement to be made, these guys got into a car which belonged and was linked to the BJP candidate. They claim they didn't know about it. They just got into the next car as if they were trying to hitchhike. They didn't know whose car it is. The EVM has been found, the VVPATs have been found with the seal intact. But the Election Commission has ordered repolling. Now, the question that arises here is, can we afford to have such instances, and should there not be tougher action? Already there are so many questions being raised about how Election Commission is conducting these elections, and opposition repeatedly making the charge of them being biased. Does this help the credibility of the Commission? Have they reacted in appropriate manner? Let's say good evening to Adil Singh Boparai of the Congress Party, Shailesh Gandhi, former Central Information Commissioner, Charu Pragya of the BJP, and Jairul Islam, spokesperson of the AIUDF, joining us right now. And I actually want to start off with Adil, because the Congress Party, Adil, has, of course, picked it up and, made several allegations, calling it the loot of democracy. But are you satisfied with the action that the EC has now taken?
Well, Tanvi, the Election Commission of India now is officially an ally of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and they have joined the electoral fray. It is not just the EC, the Income Tax Department, the Enforcement Directorate, the CBI. All these are alliance partners which work with the sole objective of altering a level playing field and ensuring the victory of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Institutions which were meant to be watchdogs, and I'm constrained to say, institutions which were meant to be watchdogs under our constitution have become lapdogs. Democracy is being murdered in broad daylight. Had it not been for those extremely vigilant locals, even this would have got away. And it's not just one instance in Karimganj. There have been 2 instances in Karimganj. There's been 1 instance in Jamunanagar. There's been 1 instance in Dibrugarh where unauthorized people were spotted inside the strong room. There was 1 incident in Kelaigaon where you found missing EVMs. And we can be on either side of the political aisle, and this is an appeal. This is an appeal to your viewers today. You could be of either political hue, you could be of either political color. But the Election Commission of India stands on a very high pedestal. When polled EVMs, Tanvi, find their way to the official vehicle of the BJP candidate from that constituency, I think it is a cause for concern.
Okay.
And it's symptomatic of the larger malaise that democracy is dead in this country.
Okay. I mean, it is a little difficult. Okay.
Finally, Tanvi, nobody in this country who is unbiased and objective is believing the cock and bull story of the Election Commission of India.
It is a little difficult to believe that the officials got into the next car that came in, and coincidentally, Charu Pragya, that was a car linked to the BJP candidate.
Tanvi, first of all, the Election Commission is an independent body. Accountability has been fixed, heads have rolled, and repolling has already been ordered. And why is it that all these EVM conspiracies are only talked about in states where BJP has either won an election or is just about to win an election? I'd like to ask my friend Adil, what happened to the EVMs in the state of Rajasthan? I can use other states also in examples, but there you have used other political parties and you've kept your gun on their shoulder to fire. So Rajasthan, what happened? Jharkhand, what happened? What happens to the other states? Maharashtra, where you win an election. So please, let's remember that the seal on this particular EVM was found untampered. Our own Home Minister has said that responsibility has to be fixed and whatever action has to be taken by the Election Commission must be taken. It must be investigated properly. But you know, because of the misdeeds of a few officers, because of the negligence of a few officers, it's really sad that politicians such as you are willing to undermine the entire Election Commission, which has managed to keep all the elections in this country running smoothly. There are always going to be people who point fingers, but Adil, come on, what do you have to say about the elections you have won in several states? Are you going to point out to the EVMs there as well?
30 seconds before you go to the next panelist, 30 seconds. For the benefit of my friend Charu, this is not a conspiracy. EVMs, polled EVMs have been found on camera red-handed in the vehicle of a BJP candidate. So it is not a conspiracy, it is a fait accompli. Please hear me out. Please hear me out. I heard you very patiently. So number one, for the benefit of your viewers, it is not a conspiracy, it is a fait accompli. Number one. Number two, which is very critical, that this is not just happening in one state, it is happening in state after state. There are handbooks, there are guidelines, there are SOPs, and those SOPs are not being followed, which clearly leads to one deduction. Either the Election Commission of India is complicit or they are utterly incompetent.
Okay.
And it is not just about the Congress party. 30 seconds, please. It is not just about the Congress party.
Yeah.
It's not about the BJP. It is about the credibility of India's electoral system.
Yes. Which is what I started off by saying. Such incidents do raise a question mark. But then Mr. Shailesh Gandhi, the Election Commission seems to have taken action, suspended the officials, ordered repolling. Can we really generalize it basis this one incident?
I think it is extremely important that within 24 hours or at best 48 hours, a complete investigation report must be put into public domain. This is absolutely essential. And I noticed one other thing, whereas the Congress representative is mentioning 5 or 6 such instances during these polls. The BJP representative is only talking of one. I'm not able to figure out why. If there are 5 or 6 instances, this is definitely cause for concern. And this fiction of our independent bodies, I think, is a little far-fetched. People don't believe it very much. And this was true even in the earlier regime, even when the Congress was there. We have damaged our institutions, and independent institutions are not really independent. But my suspicion is within 1 or 2 days, maximum 3 days, a report must be placed in public domain, which does not happen. Various other instances were mentioned of earlier times, and there is nobody who knows what happened and who paid for it. Heads must roll whenever something like this happens. And to believe that the election officers put the EVMs in the car of a BJP candidate and the person in charge of the car also did not realize that something was wrong seems to show a grave doubt. And I would still say that what everyone must promise is that within 2 days, the final investigation report will be placed into public domain. Unless that happens, we'll keep on talking of this. This will keep on being a news item at which various people will blame each other.
Well, I just want to also add to this that, you know, this incident became big because the locals suspected and stop the car. It actually became a law and order issue where the police had to come and stop these guys because they got extremely angry. They thought there was EVM tampering which was going on since this car was linked to the BJP candidate, and it could have become a law and order issue. There was an FIR filed against those people, and so yes, definitely there has to be an explanation that we must get from the Election Commission. I don't think we can actually just accept that, oh, these guys didn't know, they by mistake got in this car, they didn't know whose car they were getting into. The election officials can't be behaving in such a reckless manner. Jairul Islam of the AIUDF, ये इलेक्शन कमीशन का ये कहना है कि उनको नहीं पता था कि वो किसकी गाड़ी में बैठ रहे हैं और ईवीएम्स जो हैं वो सेफ है, कुछ हुआ नहीं और हमने रीपोलिंग कर दी है। तो क्या आप इससे सहमत हैं कि ये इसमें आपको बड़ी कंस्पिरेसी दिख रही है? जहरूल,
हम यहाँ पे रीपोलिंग करेंगे और हेलो,
हाँ मुझे अब आपकी आवाज आ रही है, बोलिए।
सुनाई दे रहा है? हाँ, सिर्फ इतना बोल देने से काम खत्म नहीं होगा कि हम रीपोलिंग करेंगे और ईवीएम जो है सेफ है। सवाल ये है कि ईवीएम आया कैसे उस गाड़ी में, जो एक बीजेपी का कैंडिडेट है, बीजेपी का एमएलए है, बाकी कोई गाड़ी उनको क्यों नहीं मिला? अगर गाड़ी उनका खराब हो गया था तो तुरंत एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को क्यों नहीं मिला? अगर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन गाड़ी प्रोवाइड नहीं करता तो उसका कंप्लेन ये डीसी को क्यों नहीं किया? वो एक बीजेपी कैंडिडेट के गाड़ी में क्यों उठा के लेके आया? ये सब कुछ सवाल अभी बीजेपी के घेरे में है, इलेक्शन कमीशन को घेरे में है। सिर्फ वहां पे नहीं, सिर्फ करीमगंज में हुआ ऐसा बात नहीं है, ये ऐसा और 2-3 जगह में हो रखा है। ये लोकल गाड़ी उबेर जैसा एक प्राइवेट कार में भी ईवीएम मशीन निकला है, पब्लिक ने घेराव किया है, उनको उधर से निकला है। लेकिन बात ये नहीं है, बात ये है कि निष्पक्षता के बारे में आज की डेट में पूरा इंडिया में कई एक इंडिपेंडेंट इंस्टीट्यूशन जो खुद को इंडिपेंडेंट बोलते हैं और वो अब काम करते हैं, लेकिन काम किसके इंटरेस्ट में कर रहे हैं ये पूरा इंडिया का लोगों को पता है। और सेम क्वेश्चन अभी राइज हुआ है इलेक्शन कमीशन के ऊपर भी। कैसे एक जिम्मेवारी पोलिंग स्टेशन के ऊपर उनको दिया गया था, इतना बड़ा स्टाफ था, कैसे एक बीजेपी कैंडिडेट के गाड़ी में बैठ गया वो लोग, कैसे बिना सिक्योरिटी वो ईवीएम लेके आने के दुस्साहस किया, कैसे किया? कौन जवाब देगा इसका? सिर्फ हम क्या बोलते हैं, रीपोल कर देंगे और पोलिंग स्टाफ को सस्पेंड कर देंगे, इतना ही जिम्मेवारी है? मतलब इसमें हमको ये दिख रहा है कहीं ना कहीं एक नेक्सस है। अगर नेक्सस नहीं होता तो बीजेपी के कैंडिडेट के गाड़ी में कैसे बैठ गया, ईवीएम उनके गाड़ी में कैसे आ गया? हम लोग यहाँ पे आपको पता है हम अभी भी कैंपेन में हैं, हम दिन रात एक करके मेहनत करके कैंपेन करते हैं, पब्लिक को हम अवेयर करते हैं, पॉलिटिकली अवेयर करते हैं, पब्लिक मतदान करते हैं और ये बीजेपी लोग इनको चुराता है, ये चुरा के गवर्नमेंट बनाना चाहता है। ये कैसा डेमोक्रेसी है?
ठीक है, चारू प्रज्ञा बीजेपी की प्रवक्ता चारू प्रज्ञा आप सबको जवाब देना चाहती हैं, सुन लीजिए। चारू,
सबसे पहली बात तो ये है, मैं आपकी वजह से हिंदी में इस बात का जवाब दे रही हूँ, आप मेरी बात समझिए। अगर बीजेपी को ईवीएम की चोरी करनी होती तो वो अपनी गाड़ी में रख के क्यों ले जाती? और कोई गाड़ी अवेलेबल नहीं है क्या पूरे आसाम के अंदर? दूसरी बात ये है कि आप
सिक्योरिटी क्यों नहीं था? पब्लिक ने किसने रोकना पड़ा मैडम जी? पब्लिक ने किसने रोकना पड़ा? उनके पास सिक्योरिटी क्यों नहीं था?
ओके, जहरूल उनको जवाब देने दीजिए, एक एक करके बात करेंगे। या चारू,
और दूसरी बात ये है कि आप आसाम में जाके किसी जनता के आदमी से पूछ लीजिए, आप जाके कोई भी ओपिनियन पोल देख लीजिए, बीजेपी इज स्वीपिंग आसाम, सो देयर इज नो चांस ऑफ देयर बीइंग एनी रिक्वायरमेंट टू डू एनीथिंग एल्स। इट्स डिसाइडेड, इट्स ऑलरेडी डन। एंड अनदर थिंग इज that when you're talking about some accountability being fixed, some incident has happened, do you always tend to forget the action which has been taken? Do you forget that a senior BJP leader and our country's home minister has said, let the investigation happen and let action be taken against those where it needs to be taken? Have you forgotten that the election commission has already suspended officers? Have you also forgotten that repolling has been ordered and the EVM had been untampered? So you are not even...
Question is not that the election commission has suspended the polling staff. Question is that BJP के MLA के गाड़ी से कैसा निकला EVM? वो भी बिना सुरक्षा के कैसे आ गया? कहाँ गया था इलेक्शन कमीशन? कहाँ गया था स्टेट इलेक्शन कमीशन?
एक्शन
कैसे निकला? सवाल ये है।
आप चिल्लम चिल्ली मत करिए इस्लाम जी, हमको चिल्लाना होगा, हम दूसरे चैनल पे जाएंगे।
मैडम जी, मैडम जी, आप बीजेपी को इस बार असम से भागना है, इसलिए डर से ये ईवीएम चुरा रहा है।
अरे ईवीएम चुराना तब होता अगर वो छुप छुपा के जाना होता। मैं एक वकील हूँ, बहुत सारे
मैडम।
Okay. Let me come in here. एक मिनट मुझे बोलने दीजिए। Let me come in here. One minute, please. Let's be very clear about it. एक EVM से तो
Give me 10 seconds.
Okay, 10 seconds to Charu.
In my entire life, I have not seen an intended crime actually happen in our own vehicle. Why would anybody do that? Like, look at the logic of it. Look at the logic of it.
Well, there is no explanation for brazenness, Charu. Where you probably don't expect to be caught at 9 p.m. in the night in the rural areas of Assam by people who will ask you questions on who are you and where are you going and do you have an EVM machine inside. Now, I am not really casting any aspersions. I am saying when the Election Commission functions, it needs to function in a manner that there is no room for doubt, that there is no room for any kind of questioning. And Adil, you mentioned certain other instances. Now, what action has been taken in those instances, or has any action been taken? Perhaps this came out because it became a law and order issue.
Well, before I respond to your question, Tanvi, the Election Commission of India should stop wasting public money. They should officially move into the BJP headquarters. They should take one floor on lease and they should operate from there. At least public money will be saved. Point number one. Point number two, this so-called inquiry report which will come out will not be worth the paper on which it is printed. Because we know what the inquiry report will do. It will suspend some junior officers, but the criminal conspiracy of the highest echelons of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Election Commission of India will be glossed over. Number three, coming to your question, we have made several representations to the Election Commission of India. There is one instance in Dibrugarh where an unauthorized person was spotted inside the strong room. You cannot go into the strong room. An unauthorized person having links with the BJP was caught on camera inside the strong room. The EC took no action. The EC has become a joke. I have no qualms in saying भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हिंदुस्तान के लोकतंत्र का मजाक बना दिया है. And the Election Commission of India, an institution which was run and headed by doyens like T.N. Seshan, is being run by the current incumbent who has completely demolished the reputation, the integrity of the Bharatiya Janata Party, of the EC. All these institutions are working with a single-minded objective. They must ensure that the opposition parties are not given a level playing field.
Okay, let me take this point across to somebody who's not from the political setup. Please allow me this, because I want to take this across to Mr. Shailesh Gandhi. Mr. Gandhi, your view as an apolitical person, are there more instances? We're talking about this incident in Assam. Obviously, we know the whole controversy that took place in Bengal. In Tamil Nadu, there are questions being raised about how all of the EC action in terms of seizures is only targeted at DMK and MNM, as if the other side doesn't have any dirty money. Is this hitting the image of EC?
I think, I wish a channel like yours would list all the alleged inconsistencies and illegal acts during the current elections or in the last 5 years, and figure out whether there is an investigation report and whether any action has been taken against the alleged officers. That is important, because we'll keep on debating and there can be some mistakes. This does not appear to be a mistake, and the pattern at which is being followed. The BJP representative had also mentioned something about EVMs in Rajasthan. That also should be investigated. All these, because there is no action taken, and media and citizens forget such actions. Therefore, this keeps on repeating and criminal acts will continue. And as I said, I repeat, the question of independence of bodies is really a fairy tale. I think we need to take a very careful look to ensure accountability and proper selection of these commissioners, without which we will keep on having these things, and India is at peril. The democracy in India is in peril because of the non-independence of such bodies.
So I completely agree with it. I think now steps need to be taken, and I am not the one who actually takes allegations of the opposition at face value, but I am the one who says that every question that is raised must be answered, until people's doubts are clear. That's what the Election Commission has to say. Charu Pragya has been wanting to make a point. Yes.
Yeah. So while we are talking about EVMs, and according to my co-panelist, Adil, it's so easy to just tamper with EVMs. I'd like to ask him, if it is all such black and white, why isn't BJP winning all the elections? How come you have a government in Maharashtra? How come you have a government in Jharkhand? You did not address that, and you have to address that. Let's also remember that the Election Commission organized a hackathon before the 2019 general elections, and nobody, none of these political party representatives turned up for this hackathon because the Election Commission
you can continue to say these black views. You can continue
every time you
that doesn't change.
Okay. Adil, one minute. If both of you speak together, your audio gets cut.
Camera, Tanvi, caught on camera in a BJP candidate. What more do I need to say? Facts and videos speak for themselves. Facts and videos speak for themselves. Poll ATMs in a BJP candidate vehicle.
My question to you is
to understand this.
How come you win even one seat? Tell me that. How do you win even one seat? How do you have a government anywhere in the country if it was so obvious? Tell me that.
It's absurd. This is actually absurd. This is juvenile.
Absurd,
There is electronic evidence.
Because you don't have
the patience. Have the patience.
Remind you of the hackathon, which
bigger than you and I. It's bigger than you and I. Hear me out.
Landed up in London. Apparently to prove how an EVM can be hacked and get right here in India. You couldn't do it. You didn't want to be present because it is unhackable. You are raising aspersions on our election commission today, which conducts elections across the country.
EVMs have been found in a BJP candidate's vehicle. What is question?
And full of officers.
Okay, all right. Allow me to come here, please. Yes, what has happened today is indeed unprecedented. The report that came out and the Election Commission saying that, well, their car broke down, so the EC officials took the EVM, sat in this BJP candidate's car and went away without realizing it is the BJP candidate's car. It is a little difficult to believe, but we don't know if there was actual collusion. But because rules were broken any which ways, election officials are not supposed to sit in any random car and travel around with a polled EVM. Those officials have been suspended and a repolling order. Now, the Election Commission will have to work a little harder to assure people that they are not trying to cover up anything larger here. That they're not looking the other way if there is something larger that was planned, collusion that did happen. Because if collusion can happen in one case, it can happen anywhere else as well. So, issue after issue, if it's raised, it is the responsibility of the Election Commission to ensure that these doubts are cleared. Completely out of time. Thank you so much for joining me.